Welcome, I hope you're doing well today. Let me know how the stream is. I have one piece of software telling me that it's great and the other one saying it's poor, so let me know if you can hear okay, if the balance is right and all that. But welcome, we're going to go ahead and jump right in, and let me transition over just to kind of show you the splash screen here. But the idea is that we're going to build a book tracking app. I have no idea how much we're going to get done here, but I found a new service, and like with all my live streams, I haven't done any thinking ahead of time. The whole point is to do it live, so that's what we're going to do. So on days where I feel really mentally sharp, we do okay. On days where I don't, well, you know, stuff happens. So I hope you're ready for whatever that journey is today, and welcome to those of you from the UK, a couple from the Netherlands. Let me know where you're watching from this morning. Okay, let me go ahead and move over one more time here to prepare yourselves for a brighter screen, sorry, to this service I found. So welcome officially. It's this openlibrary.org, and I found that they've got like an API. I have yet to do anything with it, but let's see. Under the Dev Center, it looks like it's just an open API. I don't even think I need an API key, but if we go to the web API, which is probably what I think I would just use for now, at least, you can, let's see, look up books. This is as much as I've done. So, hey, welcome from France. So I saw that you can click and like do any kind of query to this search.json, and it just sends you back a huge data dump. Like, look at how big this thing is. So I figure we can use this to then grab like responses from their API and then save what I want from them. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of, but I've yet to do anything other than that mental thought. So that's where we're at right now. But to get started with, we're going to go ahead and create a new Astro project. Again, let me know if the stream like quality is okay. It's YouTube's telling me it's not. Everything else is saying it's fine. So hopefully it's all right. Let's do npm create at Astro at latest. Let's do let's call this book. How about live stream book tracking app? This is like, I read a lot, so I'm just like, hey, this is kind of a cool idea. Let's see what I can do. And so sometimes my YouTube channel is just an excuse for me to do whatever I feel like. And so, in fact, most of the time it is. So today I feel like doing this. So for those of you who want to join, welcome. And like I said, we are going to try to use AstroDB to kind of store this data and stuff. But yeah, Australia calling. Hey, welcome. Let's use an empty project. What in the world is going on here? I don't know what's going on. Okay. TypeScript, sure, why not? Sure. Okay. Yeah. And we'll just kind of do this one after the other. Well, while this installs, I'd love to know what you're working on. I'll also mention that if you're interested in learning more about Astro, I do have a course on Astro called learnastro.dev. Right now, I've just upped the price to $85. It's got like it's got a little bit more than 10.5 hours of content. We cover things like AstroDB, dynamic endpoints, image optimization, just about anything related to kind of the core experience of Astro, and I've got a ton more planned. So I'll plan to up the price one more time when I finally launch the course, hopefully sometime this late spring or so. And if you don't want to pay $85, there are still like 7 or 8 coupon codes available with second_chance, all uppercase like that. And as of me saying this right now, so if you didn't get it at the cheapest price, which was the early access at $50, feel free to grab this one right here. All right. Hopefully that gave us time to install. No, we still have to talk about stuff. That's okay. But if you're interested in that, I have questions about it, let me know. I'm happy to pass on info. It's a lot of work to put it together, but it seems like people have been enjoying it so far. And yeah, it's been really cool to be able to produce something that I can then update, which is one of my biggest reasons for creating the course. And it's helped me understand Astro a lot more too. Okay, let's get inside here. Let's call this live stream book tracking app. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up and be right back with you. I'm going to jump this over just so I can get everything set up the way I like to. Whenever it decides to cooperate. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. Let me get this set back over this way. And let's go ahead and just npm run dev this thing, and I'll just keep my terminal open over here. Which means I should be able to come over here to localhost 4321 and get this thing up and running. Okay, so we've got a few things we need to do. The first thing is obviously we need to get back this, like, from this endpoint, right? So it looks like you can pass along a title or just a general query. I'm thinking I'll just do a title. That makes the most sense to me, because that's probably what I'd be searching for, and I'm building this for myself. See, is there a way to limit, like, a language, or let's see how this thing works. Oh, there's a limit. Okay. Fields availability. Oh, this is for, like, I think you can actually, like, rent stuff through this or something, borrow stuff through this, but let's see. Any HTTP latency issues? Wow, 7-second read times. I've not seen that. Maybe it's just the region I'm in. I know it's slower reading or writing, but the read should be pretty fast because it's distributed. So no, I haven't seen that, but it is still early preview for AstroDB, so I know they're improving it. Hi, Christina, welcome. Okay, let's go ahead and just get some kind of field or form up here. In fact, I'm gonna really try so hard to not do much styling. That's what we're gonna try to do, and I would like everyone to just notice that I'm trying. Will I? Not sure. But let's go ahead and add tailwind so that if I do some styling, I don't have to, like, generate. Because what I'd want to do is, like, set up post CSS and do a bunch of stuff. So tailwind at least will keep me disciplined, I think. Well, it gives me a chance. Let's come over here, and I'm just going to create a new components. Currently building my website with Astro using your course. Hey, awesome. Does Astro not optimize images using image when running on localhost? It does optimize using, if you're using the image function, it does. If that's what you're asking. So let's create, I guess we'll just do an input.astro. All right, and here, eventually we're gonna have stuff up here. Is there a reason my Astro extension is not working? I don't know. Okay, this will be type of text, that's fine. Probably, I'm just gonna wrap this in a label for now. And we'll just call this search for a book. All right, let's pull this into my pages, my index. All right, let's reload the window because somehow my Astro extension's not working at all. Okay, now, maybe not. Hey, there we go. Okay, so got this input. Let's get this up over here. Okay, there we go. So should have it right over here. That's good. Let's add some basic styling here, I guess, as well. Let's do a border just so we can actually see it. Okay, do a border too. Okay, so when we search for this, I guess right now I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm going to try to stay so disciplined. It's going to be awesome. Let's do a placeholder that also says, like, search or ensure your search or whatever. I don't know. Perfect. Okay, so when I type in here, I want to return responses. So what I'm going to do is just have a little script here. Let's go ahead and grab the input, I guess. And here, let's give this thing an ID. I'll call it search input or book search. Book input. Does it matter? No, it does not. Okay. Let's do book input equals. And I guess I could use React for this too. I don't know. Like, I'm such a vanilla JavaScript guy, like default, that I just don't even think about using React a lot, which maybe that probably makes more sense. We can just control all the stuff with React. I don't know. Let's stick here for now. So we'll do book input dot add event listener. listen for a click. And set this as an HTML input element. And that way we know what this is. I'm going to come into here and just grab whatever that is. All right, so we'll do book input dot value. All right, now what we want to do is do a little try catch where we hit this endpoint, right? And where's it at? Oh, here we go. Okay. That's the endpoint. So we're going to fetch this. And then I think I'll go ahead and add that title at least. Where was it? Where am I missing this? Oh, title. Here we go. So we'll just do equals title equals and then whatever the thing happens to be. So I guess this needs to be dynamic. And we'll do search val, actually URL, URI, encode, URI component, I think. And we'll do search val. Okay, let's see what we got here. So I'll do const res equals that. And we need to wait, which means this needs to be an async function. And we'll get this back here. This, and then we need to have some kind of catch. Let's catch things. Okay. Out of interest, have you tried view or next? No, I have not. Probably what I want to try next, it would be svelte. Have I had time to do that? No. I just code in my spare time. I'm not employed anywhere as a dev technically. I do some dev work like as contract occasionally, but I've never been a full-time dev. So this is all in my spare time because sometimes, I don't know, when you're an old man, you wake up early in the morning and that's what you got to do. So let me go ahead and document element. Or actually, let's just, yeah. Let's just update the inner HTML. We're just going to go for it with equals. Let's do, let's just dump it inside like a pre-tag or now let's just console log it for now. Okay. All right. So let's see what happens. If I come over here and we're going to console log it down here. Okay. And I type in something like title. Well, I haven't hit this yet. Oh, input. And I should probably have some kind of delay on here too. Like some kind of, yeah, maybe we should do that. Here's what we're going to do. Forget about this. We're going to put this inside of a form. And then I'm going to grab the form itself instead. So we'll just do like form, book form, whatever. Yeah, we'll leave that there. That's fine. We'll do book form. And here what we're going to do is take our book form. We're going to do a submit on this. And that way you have to actually hit enter. I think I'm fine with that. Okay. So now if I come in here and what do we do? Let's search for like cool stuff. And I hit enter. Oh yeah, I have to prevent the default. Book form dot prevent default. Oh, it doesn't know it's a form because I have this as HTML input element. Form element. Okay. So now if I do cool stuff, I hit enter. Cool stuff, I hit enter. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? Book form. Not book form. I need the event dot prevent default. Okay, let's try again. Give me something. All right, here we go. So I am getting stuff. Cool, I got all our docs back. So I'm not totally sure how this works as far as what this structure looks like, and if there's any kind of like. Okay, so here's my response format. each document. Number, start. Is there a way to limit these? Because I don't know that I need like a ton of these. Language, French. So maybe we should also do, let's do language. Because I'm only gonna, unfortunately I only know English, so. And like 500 words in Spanish. So I'm not sure I'm gonna be reading any books anytime soon. One of these days though, you know. Let's do English, I guess. French edition, but we'll still get Matchworks. They don't have French editions. Huh. Do you know if there are any good books that talk about Astro? I'm currently writing my bachelor thesis on Astro. Oh, cool. There is a book I found somewhere on GitHub. Astro book. Astrology. Come on, people. Maybe it was here? Yeah, I think it was this one. And I haven't read it, but it looked thorough and long, as you can see. Now, I don't know how long ago this was written, so I guess we could check the GitHub history. Last year, 7 months, 8 months. So it doesn't have the most recent stuff in it, but I'm sure it's still decent. Understanding Astro, it looks like that's the same thing. So that's the only book I know of. Is it a book? I don't know if that's what you need or not, but there you go. That's what I know. The other thing I was going to look at is sorting, availability. Page limit corresponding to page size. No, page starts at 1. That's just pagination though. All right, let's just leave it there. We've got language, limiting that. So I guess, is there a way to get the cover? Let's go back one. Covers, yes. Do not crawl our API. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So I can just use the ISBN. Yeah, okay. Cool, Freaky. Yeah, sorry. That's all I know. Astro just crossed 3 years old, so you know, I don't know that there's that much published yet about it. But my guess is it'll get... Yeah, they do update super often. That's one of the reasons I want to do the course, because like every time I do anything on YouTube, like 3 seconds later it's out of date. So my plan is to try to keep that course as updated as I can. Okay, so let's come back inside here. Let me just get back over here, and let's go ahead and just get the structure here. So let's say, do they have an example? Like, what's this? Link back. What's this book? Okay, let's do this one because I've never heard of this. Hopefully it won't have that many results. Okay, cool. 3 results. That's the kind of stuff we're talking about here. So let me grab this. I'm going to copy this object and JSON. I'll call this book res or something like that and generate this. All right, so this is, that was just like a little helper to create types. You can also do that kind of thing here as well. But let's come over here. We'll just have like a types book.ts, I guess. Okay. So this book response is what we should get. I got doc this stuff. Okay. So let me go ahead then and grab this, type this here. I guess we should. Can I do this? So now notice what this is. Okay. Then what I want to do is just, I guess for now, I I'm just gonna have like a res or something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this here. And oops. We'll just generate content for each of these things. Okay. And we'll take our data.map over each. We'll pass to generate book card or something. It's going to be fun. Don't worry about it. And I guess really what I want to pass is the data.docs.map. And for each of these, we'll simply return, like, for now, a paragraph where we've just got the book dot. Does this know what this is? No, it does not. Docs item. Title, maybe? There we go. What? Can I not do this? Fine. Let's just take all this. Should get that back. Let's just do. Surely it's not that I have to type this. No. I don't know what's going on here. Let's just do. I don't know. Anyhow, let's just console log this then and call it a day for now. Okay. So over here, I'll update the DOM later. Let's see, a couple other things. Talked about the concepts behind Astro, island architecture stuff. Yeah, Raycast is the window with JSON. It was just an extension of Raycast. What was that thing we copied earlier? Particular sadness of lemon cake. Okay, so we're getting all this stuff back. So we're actually getting back what we need. Let me see. Out of the stuff I have here, the only thing I really care about is the title. I'm not going to save everything. I don't really care about that. I probably want ISBN. I don't know why these are strings. Is it like different editions maybe? I don't know. I thought those were unique to each book. Maybe not. Cover edition key. That sounds interesting. Author name. Subject version. Facet rating count. Okay. So really the only things I care about here, and let's just grab these one after the other, is probably the key. I'd want that as an ID so I could save it as a unique thing in AstroDB. I'd want the title. I probably want like the first ISBN number, I guess, that comes back. We'll want to get I think we had to use that to get the cover. What else do I want? Author name, probably. Ooh, or maybe I want the author key. I guess I could sort my own stuff by per author. I don't know. I don't want to like recreate their whole UI though. So that's really all I want out of this. Subtitle. Okay, so let's just grab that stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna return here. Let's come back this way. Let's just grab all this stuff right here then. No. Because I need to grab the cover, so let's not. We're going to take the data.docs.map over each doc. And it knows what this is? Okay, good. I just want to return, and let's go ahead and make this an object that we're returning for each of these. Where we have the key, right? Which is the doc key. We have title, which is the doc.title. We have the ISBN, which is the doc.ISBN. And keep forgetting to do that. I'll take the author key and author name. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so let's grab this process data now. Okay, so we should be getting back just what we want here. See, works. So this is the unique identifier, the title, ISBNs. So I think what I need is then one of these. Let's see, let's try to come in here. I need to use like this, right? Does this work? Hey, that works. And I think I saw that you can do like large. So if this is S, I'm guessing large is just L. Cool. So we need to do a separate fetch basically, because this should, yeah, it's actually returning to us. Right? Or no, it's just the thing. Okay, let's just do that then. So I'm gonna grab this. We'll do image link, I guess. And this will just be this. And we'll swap out this. Why don't we just use the doc.isbn? We'll just use the first one. Hopefully that works. Let's try again. All right. So back over here. See if these give us like legitimate images. We already did the first one, so we know that one works. Title, author. Okay, image link right here. No. Okay. Well, you can't have everything you want. I wonder why that one is not working. Let's see if the first one works. Maybe I have to read a little bit more first. This one was working when we manually typed it in, right? Okay. So why one works and the other one doesn't? I don't know. Let's check this out. Okay. Key can be any of these. The value is one of the chosen key, small, medium, large. If you append, it returns a 404 instead. Okay. Let's do that then. So I guess what we need to do is figure out if it's a 404 and like the first one that's not. Maybe. So let's try this. See what happens. Because this should now give us a 404 because this is the one that wasn't working, right? 404. Okay. So maybe what we need to do is actually test this first. So I guess we're going to come in here and return this instead. And we're going to test this link first. So right now we'll just comment that out. And all right, so inside here, I guess what I want to do is like get the image. So maybe we should do this as a separate call. So let's async this. We'll have this as get image. Since we're calling image link down there. And we'll pass it the docs, or the doc itself, yeah. I guess all it needs is the doc.isbn. Okay, so let's write this function. Const doc, and why is VS Code being so slow? Get image link. Hey, welcome. Anar. I don't know how to say your name, but yeah, I'm doing well. Let's, we got an ISBN number, basically, right? Which is a string array. And then what we're going to do is have a little fetch thing here. So we'll say like let image link equal, I guess just let's initialize it. And then let's have a little async await inside here. We'll take in an ISBN. And in here, I think what we'll do is fetch this. I'm not sure if this is the best pattern, but we'll see. All right, so const image res equals await fetch. So here we're just going to pass in the ISBN we get. And let's do like a medium size. And then if res, image res, if it's not okay, then let's go ahead and so I guess what I want to do is loop through these. How do I want to do this? I want to loop through this string array until I find one that is not, that works. So let's just return like false or something. Okay, and then otherwise, I guess I need to grab the data. So await image res.data or .json. And from here we should get a status, right? Let's just see what we're getting. Image data .status. Okay, so we're gonna fetch an image. So what I want to do is grab my ISBN array that I passed in here. For each. Is that what I want to do? Sure. ISBN. I'm not sure if this is how I want to do this. I guess we could just do this. Right now, I guess it doesn't really matter what I call this. We're going to check the fetch image. And we're going to just pass it the ISBN. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's go up top here, get image link. Got that here. I don't know if this is going to do anything or not, but you don't know until you try. Hey, a bunch of promises. Okay. So this was not found. This was not found. Okay, I don't care about these. So none of these are being found. So what we're going to do is just say, did I get any valid statuses? Here, what we're going to do is say if image.status equals 200, then we're going to set the image link to right? I think. I think that's right. Oh, sorry, Ian. Yeah, I keep these up usually unless I like expose some API key or do something stupid. I mean, yeah, which definitely happens. And I guess return true. Otherwise, return false. I'm not really sure why I'm using the true and false kind of thing here, but so this should be a Boolean, right? Await async. Yeah, so this should be a Boolean. So if then I'm just going to return. What am I doing? This is definitely not what I want to do, but at least let's just check to see if this is working properly. Because what I want here is an image link. So let's see if we can't just do this. Let's see what we get. Possible log client to Astro visual editor. Not that I know of. So yeah. Yeah, I'll keep the full video up afterwards. This thing not... What am I messing up here? Let's go back over here and see what this thing gives us. Okay. Favicons not found. I can deal with that. Okay, so I should get back this document. Status code is 200. What did I get over here? Okay, so I'm actually getting some items here. These fetches are working properly. It's just fetching every single possible book cover. And really all I need is the first one. Hey, welcome. Is that right? Yeah, so I don't need any of the rest of these. It's trying to make all these fetches. Okay, so what we're going to do is just say... Here's what we're going to do. If it's 200, I've already updated the image link, right? Is that right? Yeah. So for each of these, this should be true. Okay, so there's a better way to do this. And this is not going to be it. But what I want to do is just check that if image link length is greater than 0. This is gonna be good. Just wait for this. Then just return. Otherwise, go ahead and try to fetch an image. Right? Okay, that was good. I guess let's set this to this for now. All right, let's try this again. So as I'm looping through these, what am I doing wrong here? Okay, so let's pass this whole thing here. It gets all the docs ISBNs, right? So inside here, we got all these things. They're doing cool stuff. Come down here for each of these. I grab the individual ISBN. If this is already basically existing, then I just get out of here. So I shouldn't be fetching this. Otherwise, I'm fetching this image. All right, so let's come inside here. So this should work for, I just don't know why it's trying to fetch all these other ones, right? Process data. I need to weight this maybe? No. That does make sense. Let's get rid of this. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe you can let me know. Okay, for now what we're gonna do is just forget this link. Just so we can move on, and I'll come back to this. Possibly. There's a chance. Probably not. Okay. Now what I want to do is get all this stuff. And I think, honestly, just to make this easier for now, I'm just going to get rid of all this and come over here and just do all this directly here in the body. I feel like I can componentize this later. Let's grab this script. Let's come down here. Okay, then what I want to do is just save this to my database once I select a book. So I need to have buttons generated. Let's create a little README. Do I have a README? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do stuff to do. All right. Number 1, generate HTML cards for this. And again, I probably should do this in React, but whatever. Create a event listener to save books to DB. Set up Astro DB. Yeah, save books. Let's see. Create post endpoint for Astro DB. Read from Astro DB on page load. Should probably also create a get endpoint for that. Okay, cool. Let's do that. So I should get back at least all this stuff. I'm returning here, this process data. I guess we don't need to async await this anymore. Oh, is I'm not awaiting this? I don't know what's going on. Don't fall in the trap. Okay. We got all this process data. First thing I need to do, generate HTML cards. So I guess probably what we're going to do is just, do I have the, what's this thing called? Res. Let's call this thing like books wrapper. I don't know. Okay. HTML development, books wrapper. We're going to take my process data. No, we're going to take my books wrapper dot insert adjacent HTML. Should we trust all the data we get back from here? For sure. Let's do after begin. And then this will just be my process data. Dot map. I'll pass this my create. What did I call that thing? Generate, create something. Generate book card. Okay, that should work. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. So let's go ahead and come over to my book. Since we're already using interfaces, I guess I'll do the same. We'll call it book, processed book, or something like that. And these are pretty much all strings, right? I think. All right, so we're gonna have a div here. We'll have padding 8, rounded medium, grid gap 1, and we'll call it a day. Okay. Then let's see, we'll have an H2 or something. Actually, this will probably be H3 eventually. Where I'll have my book title. Author name, ISBN key. Let's do author name. Okay, I think that'll work. So if I come in here and we add this. Hey, look at that. We got stuff. Okay. Now what I want is a button as well. I thought I added a border. Much better. I guess let's also add some styling here too. We'll do flex. Sure. Do container here, center true. Padding 1.5 round. Oops. Okay. So much better. Okay. Okay, cool. So back over here. What are we doing? We're gonna need a button. Call this like save book or something. Padding Y2, padding X, I don't know, 6, rounded, medium, background blue, 500 for sure. Text, blue, 50, I guess. I don't know, something like that. Anything else I need? I don't know. I guess technically I should probably have an ARIA label here to give something more specific than just like it's a book. It won't hurt, so like save. Something like that. Click on this, nothing happens. Cool. All right, what I want is this needs to have the ID connected to it. So we're going to call this book ID, and this will be the book dot key. So I should be able to use this. How do I want to do this? Should I just do the book data like this? And it's just like literally the entire object. And then I just save that thing. Maybe we do that. Okay. So if we come over here, kind of did this. Create an event listener to save books to DB. Okay. Let's grab my books wrapper. It's kind of random what we got going on here. I guess these are functions just to keep this like semi-organized, since I just have everything in one file right now. This is what we call a broken function. And then we got event listeners. Just so as I'm scrolling, it's easy, hopefully, to track what I'm doing. So we got the book form itself. That's the only one I got right now. So next I want to add books wrapper dot add event listener. We listen for a click. And we're going to grab the event. And what we want to check is that if e dot target dot data set, I guess we do has attribute. What am I looking for? I guess it would be the data book data right here, right? I think that works. Let's see. I can't even click in here yet, right? True? False. Okay, cool. So now that I know it's here, if so if it's not book button, then I'm just going to return. Otherwise, I know I've got a book button. So I want to console.log the e.target.dataset.book data. All right, something. Hey, look at that, something. So it's an object. Okay, cool. So I am actually getting what I want. Let's JSON to stringify this. Oh, 2 or something. Is that right? Something here. Say book. Okay, cool. Not what I wanted. I'm not sure what I was doing exactly here. It should just be... It's an object, but maybe I need to stringify here, I guess, huh? Like when I attach it here. Yeah, don't I? I think that's right. So let's do something here. And let's just check out what I've got on this. There's probably better ways to do this. I mean, I'm sure there are better ways, but yeah. So I've got key. So I've got all the data basically on the button itself. I've seen worse things in my time. Maybe I should also limit how many I'm getting back because I don't need this many books. Okay, so let's now come back over here. All right, console log. Nope. Okay, where's my broken image? Let's get this thing out of here. At least hide it. Okay. I'm also going to hide this one because we're kind of done with that for now. Okay. So I'm just going to json.parse. That maybe? Cool stuff. Or I guess I don't need to parse it because it's already string and that's all I want in the first place. Let's try again. I'm reading a book right now called Sourdough. Right, this one right here. Oh, that could have gone better. What am I wanting to do that is not working here? Let's just grab this data to save or something like that. Should be this, right? this point, I know it's a button element. Okay. This is not what I want to do then? I guess I'm surrounding this whole thing with quotation marks like that. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. That's all I need. That was the problem. Okay, so right now I've got the ISBN. I don't know that I really need all that though, right? Because all I really want is the finished image. So let's come back down here and let's get rid of the ISBN because I don't really need that. The author key, I guess I could use to look up and like create a separate database. Okay, good enough. We got buttons working. That's what we need to do. Let's stay focused. Let's set up AstroDB. Okay, so back over here, npx astro add db. Finally what we came to do. Only took us 50 minutes. But I've never seen this API, or like, it is 5 in the morning, 6 now, so. It's called the silent stream while we wait. Okay, cool. Sure, okay. So we got AstroDB kind of up and running. I guess we should also set up the config and stuff first. So let's come over here. And I guess let's just do all this local anyhow right now, I think. So let's const, we'll call this book. Books. Because I guess it's our table as our books, right? Yeah. I'll be define table from AstroDB where we have columns, and here we're going to have all the same stuff we had over this way. So for now, it's just going to be this. And here what I want is column dot text. And I guess these were strings, I think. All right, let's look at my, what is my computer doing? Yeah, it was just a string, okay. I'm probably gonna wanna make this a number. And then we're gonna set this primary key to true. All right, now this, all these are just gonna be column.text, I think. Okay, I think that works. Let's grab all this now. We'll export this as books. So we've defined a table. Now we can open up the seed file. And here we're going to await db.insert. And we're going to insert into the books with the values of, for now, let's just have, we'll let the increment automatically. Well, it'll be like title 1 or something. And author name will be Cool Guy. Okay, so this should be working in theory. Are we going to test it? No. We'll test it later. Create a post endpoint for AstroDB. So now what we want to do is jump over here and we'll do API. We'll do like postbook.json.ts. What do I need to do here? Const. What am I doing? This needs to be post, right? API route. And here, let's just get the request, I would think. Why is this thing angry? Just because. we need to return a new response. And that should work now. Okay, so let's const the data equals request.json that we have to await, and then we'll use this to post to AstroDB. Let's just console log the data that we're getting back and make sure we hit this right over here. So what we've done is create an endpoint. Why doesn't it like this thing? It's because I don't have this in here anymore, I think. Yeah, okay. So when we save stuff, here we go. So the data to save is all this stuff. So then what we're going to do is hit our API endpoint with this. So this definitely should have been using React here at this point or something like that. But that's okay. We're going to do res equals await fetch API post book.json. The method is going to be post. The headers, application, content type. Oh, I always mess this up, and if you mess it up, then it doesn't work. Application JSON. Sure, let's call that good. Async. Oh, wait, okay, and then we need to pass along the body, which would be the data to save. Okay, so if I did this correctly, right now we're not going to get anything back, but we should probably eventually put this in a try catch anyhow, so we'll come back to that. So I am hitting this endpoint and consoling the data, supposedly, and it will be over here on the server. So let's see what happens. So we'll do something. Where are we at? Okay, here we go. Click on this. Over here. Aha! Oh, that's right. I have to have some kind of server-side rendered thing to do that. So let's come back over here and let's do npx astro add. And I guess we'll just do for cell. So we're adding an SSR adapter. This will allow us to do dynamic endpoints. So as the endpoint is hit, it can process stuff live since it'll be server-side rendered instead of statically rendered. So that's what we're doing right now. And I'm letting it install everything, configure everything, and then we should be set to go. It's set to server right now. Let's set this to hybrid instead. And then, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't have anything. Yeah, let's do server. That way the pages as we hit them will update and stuff live. And my watch just figured out I'm awake, which must mean I have no heartbeat until right now. Okay. So over here, this should all be good. Can I just have null? All right, so let's do something here. Then come over here. Come on. Oh, I have to click. Now something. Post. What am I doing wrong here? Dynamic endpoints Astro. Oh, I have to export it. I think I knew that. All right, let's try again. Eventually, we're going to get this thing to work. We save the book. Something happens. Okay. So at least something is occurring, which as far as things go is not too bad. So this is just a string. So I should be able to pass this on, right? JSON dots. We have to do this. Okay, so now I'm actually getting, okay, weird. All right, so I am getting the data back here, which is good. Now what I should be able to do, oh yeah, there you go. But I've stringified the string. kind of feel like what I need to do. JSON.parse this. And then I can stringify it. Is that right? I think. Let's just ask string this and be done with it. Something here. Hey Ken, you're welcome. Hopefully this is halfway helpful. Learning to read or something. Is there a book called this? Say book. Aha! Novel. So this is a string. I should be able to just pass this whole thing here, right? Data to save. Can I do this? What am I messing up here? Oh, this has to be JSON.stringify. Okay, so let's just pass along this. I mean, this is not really going to change anything, but this is a string here. Can I JSON.parse this here now? Data to save. A string. Let's see what this does. Reading. What am I messing up? I guess I could do a separate fetch with just this key. But then I'm like duplicating fetches on the client. That makes no sense. Here it's not giving me back everything either, so. What am I getting here? Author name. Oh, this is an array, which I don't think I realized. Did I realize that? No, I did not. Author key, same. The rest of that's all the same. Okay, so let's come back over here. I mean, can't I just process, like, stringify this here? Like, is this just truncating this whole thing? Or am I actually not getting this at all? I don't know. I guess let's JSON dot, or just pass this as data to save, and come back to our post book and try this again. So when I go to save this, this gives me all this stuff back. I'm only getting title something though. Why is this truncating this? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. something to do with how I'm stringifying this stuff. Okay, so for now, let's just... I guess I'm just going to hard code all this stuff. Let's just do that and call it a day. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. It's something to do with how I'm stringifying this. So we'll just say that this has to have some book data. And I'll just say true. All right, and that way, if it has book data, great. Then what we're going to do is data dot book author or book key. And this will be the book dot key. And then data dot book title. Author name, I don't know if I need the key right now, so let's just stick with those. I guess I did say I wanted them, didn't I? These also are an array now, aren't they? Which means I also need to change my config. I think this is right. Title string. I think that's what I can do. Let's see, let's come over here. Parse as stringify JSON for data storage. Okay, so it already does that for you automatically. Oops. That's where I just was. For default values in certain selection schemas. Can I do this? Huh. I guess I'm an SQLite. Let's try this again. Text, data type, overview, column types. Hey, welcome, comrade. It's going okay. It's going okay, not great. What do I want here? Like some kind of JSON blob? I don't know. All right, let's get out of here. Let's come back over this way. I killed my server evidently. For right now, let's reset ourselves. So we're gonna come over here. This is JSON. Name, label optional, unique. Deprecated. Not great, not terrible. Yeah. Some stuff has been okay. Some stuff is not. And that is how it's gone so far. See, this should work, right? If it's just like arbitrary JSON. Right? I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Well, you cover in your course working with CMS. Yep. Probably key static. Yep. I think that's second to last module. Well, since I don't know what this is doing, let's just pick off the first one and get something up, and then I can iterate on it later. So, in the spirit of keeping moving with something valuable for everyone, let's do that. We're going to close that down, come over here. Here, let's just pick off the first one. And we're going to do the same thing with author.book authors IDs, which is a great name. We'll do book.author key, and I'll just pick off the first one. Done and dusted. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab all those. Now that we've got these, we're going to come inside here. Assuming that it has this, then I know it should have all the other stuff. So this is going to be an object where we have this stuff, right? All right, and this will be the e.target. Actually, let's just grab all this off. What is this thing? Div. It's a button element, I guess. And what do we got? We've got key, title, author's ID, I think. Author's book author's ID, book title, book key. Okay, not sure why I did that, but that's fine. So I'll do book key. Maybe we should just change this. Author's ID. And we'll just do authors. All right, let's do that. So we'll change this to title, author's IDs. We'll do author and author ID since we're only doing one for each of those. Okay, so let's come back over here. Author's ID, author ID, author. Okay, last change. Title, key. Okay, we got all that. Okay. Finally, let's come down this way, and we're just going to pass in all those items here. So I should be able to grab each of these and just get rid of that. Author key. Let's call author. Data to save. So let's pass all this on here. I probably should have that structured the same way, but whatever. At this point, we're just going to do what we can. So I want to JSON to stringify my data to save. Data to save. because however I was doing it before, it wasn't working. This should work. Just was trying to avoid all that extra work, so I did several minutes of useless debugging in order to avoid that, which is what we call productivity. Okay. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, I got a little bit of time left. Something here. Save book. Wait for it. Useless. Okay. That's probably because I changed my post over here. Let's try this again. What? JSON.stringify. Actually, I don't need to JSON nothing. It's already stringified. Let's grab my data and let's do it again. Something here. Wait for it. First try. It's pretty good, right? Oh, and it also only included just the string I. What does this one do? Something. So for some reason, it's only passing on the very first word of the title. That has to do with something important. Probably this. This should be the full string. Book title. Maybe these have to be like this. I don't know. Who knows anything anymore? Let's come in here. I think these have to be like this. I think that's the problem. Alright, so right inside here. But I mean, isn't like 50% of being a developer just like stick-to-itiveness? Or am I just saying that to make myself feel better? Let's do await db.insert. And we're going to insert into the books. That's right. Values. And we're just going to insert the data directly in here. It'll be fine. I guess we could do title, which totally exists. And then what else do I need? Author key, data.author ID. Really should have named those the same things. Author name, data.author. I got to refactor this anyhow since it doesn't actually include what I have. So the key is the data.key. Okay. This has potential for something to happen. We should probably have some kind of way to show the current stuff. So let's do that too. Books equals await db. Come on. It's thinking. Dot select for my books. From. Forget how to do this. Astro DB docs. Just want to select them. Here we go. Oh, select from. Whoops. There we go. Or take my books. And we're just going to, actually, let's just make this UL. And here we'll turn an LI. What's going on here? Title, how's that? No bueno. There we go. Okay. Title 1. Okay, so that's our sample one. Now we're going to do something of value here, where when we hit this endpoint, it should save it. No. Did not save it. We've got a data mistype. Oh, you know what? It's because this needs to be a number. So let's change this over to a number. And now we should be good. It should have known that and thrown an error because, oh, it doesn't know what this is. And I don't have any typing for it yet, so. Come on. Only finite numbers can be passed. Okay. What are we getting back here? Let's try this again. Works. Oh, this is a key. This is a string. It can't be that. Well, let's just update our config then. So we're going to make this text. We can still just set it as a primary key. And we'll do my seed data will be, well, it can just do that itself. Okay. Now, there's a good chance that this works. I'd say at least 4 out of 10. Save. Nothing broke. We refresh. We did a thing. See this? We saved that book. We did that. That was us. We're really smart. Let's do sourdough. This is the book I'm reading right now. Also, big fan of baking sourdough. So that's a thing. What? Did I just break my entire search now somehow? What? Submit. Why you got an error here? Insert adjacent. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I know, right? Very exciting. Let's come down here. What am I doing wrong? Let's just set the inner HTML and call it a day. Is that possible? No, get out of here. I'll stop doing that. Huh, I wonder why this thing is breaking. Because it didn't even touch that. Now it's not. Who knows? Maybe it just doesn't like sourdough. It doesn't. Interesting. Generate book card. It's saying it can't find anything. Unless I've been like rate limited or something. But I mean the other thing worked. So if process data dot length equals 0, then we'll just return. So at least this should work. And if it doesn't like sourdough, it won't throw an error at least. It does throw an error. Why is it throwing an error? Reading 0. Generate book card. Cool stuff. What happens if I do this? I wonder if I've been rate limited or something. let's check what's going on. Okay, that works. Is it like this? This works. Docs key. Huh. I have no idea what it's doing now. Just on the heels of so much victory comes a stunning defeat. Let's just do book. Let's see what book gives us. Book works. Why are some of these working and some of them not working? Why isn't it not like this? Cannot read properties undefined. Why is it getting undefined in here? See, it's catching it here. I don't know what it's doing. Anyhow, let's save another one. And that worked. Okay, whatever. I don't know why sourdough isn't working. If you can figure out what I'm doing, let me know. But now, the important thing is we've actually saved something, which is what we intended to do. Did we do this? Yes, we did. Did we do this? Not quite, actually. So we should probably do that as well. Although we're just reading in the top. So we are doing this. Let's go ahead and create a get endpoint too, I guess. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do get books.json.ts, right? And this will be get endpoint. And what we're going to do is, I don't really need anything there. We're going to just select. You know what? This is dynamic. So let's go ahead and take in the response, the request. Let's do this. Yeah, what do I want to do here? Let's do the request. .url. .search params. Does this thing not exist on here? All right, so what we're going to do is say that you can get an individual book or you can get all the books. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to return, that's fine. So if there is a book ID, then I just want to return. Let's do const single book equals await db.select dot what do I want here? Select from books where EQ, if I'm remembering this correctly, EQ, and then I pass in two things, where the books.id key is equal to the book ID that was sent in. And then let's just return the response for the single book. this, right? Otherwise, we're going to just await everything. So we'll grab this again. And let's select all the books. So the reason we did it that way, dot stringify. I don't feel like I'm explaining myself very well today. Const all books is so that we can either get all the books or we can get a single book, and that way we can like create dynamic routes on these if we wanted to as well. Okay, so all books, there we go. So we should be able to get these at this endpoint. Let's come back over here. And instead of doing the await directly here, let's just go ahead and fetch from, and we need astro.url dot origin. And I'll do API and then get books. Is that what I called it? Get books, yeah. That should work. Oops. I know, it's coming. Don't worry. Calm. Res const books equals await res.json. See, you're going to be happy now. Oh no. No, you're not. What am I getting back here? Let's chill for a second. I think just die me. So we should only have our original book here, I think now. Fetch from origin, API to get books, aha.json. Transformed. What's the matter here? Okay, so I am actually getting back what I want. Okay, cool. What's the matter here? Not exactly sure why it's yelling at me now. Okay, so now we're good. Did I change anything? No, I did not. Okay, but we should be able to pass along a query param. So actually, let's add a book first so we can actually see how this works. Something works. We know that. We don't know why, but it does. So we can save it. Now we get both. However, the query param was book just ID. So if we pass along an ID, where's that at? Here we go. Let's first of all get this back. Key is null. Interesting. So I have to actually pass along something there. Either way, we know that this is this. So if I pass along this as a query param, probably have to escape this character. Maybe. So let's do URI. I think that's right. So I only get the one. That's all I was trying to do. So we can use this on individual routes then to basically get single items as we want them. Hopefully that made sense what we were doing. So we can use the same endpoint to either get one or to get multiples. Let's come back over to our C database. And here we're just going to have a key. And this will be like something random. Okay, that way it has something. Let's then, what are we going to do next? Because I don't have time to do all the image fetching things since I couldn't figure that out. But we are querying a database correctly. Sourdough still doesn't work. We don't know why. It was before. But now it just doesn't want to work. Reading also doesn't want to work. Okay. Beans doesn't work. Something works. I don't know. I'm not sure what I did to mess it up, so I'll have to figure that out later. So let's lastly here, since I only have so much time, let's create like dynamic endpoints for each book or something. All right, so what I'm gonna do is come over here to these cards. Knows what this is, doesn't it? I don't know, anyhow. I guess it doesn't, that's fine. We're gonna just have these as anchor links. That'll be in there. And we'll have this go to like book slash, and then see the book ID here is gonna be a little tricky. I guess we're just gonna have to URI encode it too, I guess. And we're gonna take the b.key and pass it in here. So now, oops, if I refresh, this should now be a link. It takes me to book 123, right? If we add something back in, and I save one of these, this should take me to book all this stuff, right? So now what we can do is come over here and add a page. I'll call this book. Nope. Book, and inside here we'll have slug, the Astro. And since we're using server-side rendering, I should be able to just grab the ID off the astro.params.slug. Or params like this. And grab slug. Is that a thing? Let's see. What happens if I do this? Slug to be a string. Okay. How do I do this? Astro. Dynamic pages. Doesn't matter how many times you do these things. Sometimes they stick and sometimes they don't. But the important thing is, like, I know what it is. Server-side road. Okay, so I have to just destructure it off of the slug. Like this. Should just be a blank page now, right? Astro.params should be the slug off this page. Is this thing just angry at me for everything now? Oh, you know what? I bet it's because I deleted that book. I had a different book. Okay, that makes sense. Now we should come over here, get book 123, and be able to output the slug here, right? Yeah, okay. So we could say if no slug, then we return redirect. Should come from Astro too, when it wants to. Astro.redirect. And we'll just go back to the home page. Okay, then what I want to do is fetch this item from there. So let's const res equals, yeah, that's fine. Fetch, and we're going to steal a lot of the same logic over here. So let's just do that. Except for here, we're going to have an ID where it equals the, actually just can be the slug itself because it's already URI encoded. And then we'll grab the book. And then here, we're going to have a div. I guess we could say like if no book res, then we should also probably do this. because if there is a book, it should be fine. Okay. So then if I get a book here, we're just going to have an H1. That'll be the book.title. And we'll have the book.author. So this should be the response we get back from our API endpoint. Okay, let's see if we did that right. Back over here. Something's happening. It's going to be awesome, whatever it is. No? What am I getting back here then? Oh, this is probably an array. Maybe. Well, why don't we just fetch this again and see. Book. Okay, so I gotta destructure the book off of that. Oh no. I gotta pick it off. So we'll say books. Book equals books 0. How about that? Okay. We did a thing. Author name. Another problem I get for not naming these things successfully. All right, so let's recap what we've done. We've created this fetch to this service where we can save books. Oh, I'm going to be saving all kinds of books. Look at this. And then we refresh, and you can click into here, and it takes you to this book. It's supposed to be a string. I was trying to be a string. So there's some work we have to do there. But on the one that we seeded ahead of time, it's able to go grab that directly. Same thing here. It's this whole string syntax that I need to work on. So probably what I should do is take the, if I go back here, do something here. Yeah, I was too late on that one. Probably what I should do here is on this works, is just grab anything after works. Although they may not all be the same. I'm not totally sure how that works. So maybe just grab the final however many digits after the last slash, and that should just be my ID. That's probably what I should do for this. Yeah, you're right. I could just do that, couldn't I? Book, like that. Good call. So anyhow, that's what we did. Mildly could have been more successful, but something happened. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll probably iterate on this a bit. I might actually turn this into a project for my course once I can explain it and work through that, figure out how the image thing works, whatever I was doing wrong there. But anyhow, you get nothing but the truth here. Hopefully it was enjoyable for you. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Happy coding.